And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Spinning past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Mayfield off the play fake. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hunt.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, Morgan trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tens of Mike.
Mayfield with it once more.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Logan Wilson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Boy,
after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move to his left. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete here.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Browns Bengals will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Burrow going for it on fourth. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long because, remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go. 2nd down and 7.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That catch good for only a couple.
Second down and 8.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. On third down, Mayfield. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They'll drop to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 39, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, Mayfield. Side here, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the
10.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pay.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a